What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to a chill and hangout stream. I'm going to be working on some art, and I've already got a guest. What's up, Jay Mizzle? What's going on, homie?
What's going on, man? How are you?
Oh, I'm hanging in there. How's the microphone? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, can you hear me? I have a new mic.
Yeah. No, you sound good, dude. You sound good.
Glad we both sound attractive to each other.
You know, sound wonderful. As long as we don't have any echo going on, you know.
Yeah, now we sound good.
Sweet. So let's see who we got. Oh, hey, look. Jay Money's here. Look at that.
Boys and girls.
Yep. We got Flying Feline. That is a very, very good friend of mine right there. Skål. Let's say Rabid Cat? Like
yeah, I think
Tiamat?
it's Canadian.
Like Rabid Cat?
Yeah.
Very cool. Welcome. Thanks for coming to hang out.
Oh, rabid tiger cats.
Oh, Rabid Tiger Cats. Ah, okay. Rabid Tiger Cat. Got it.
Yeah.
Very cool. What's up, Unhinged? Good to see you, man. Long eye in the Tie Cat. Ah, okay. Gotcha. Very cool. Yeah, so we're just we're chilling out tonight. How's your weekend been, man?
Oh, it's been cool. Set up the Christmas tree and everything. So that was cool. And then the lovely rain. Are you getting rain? Not yet.
Off and on. I mean, it hasn't really been raining today, but it's been kind of like gloomy and overcast.
Yeah,
Which is fine. I mean, it fits my mood perfectly. Usually, anyway. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I've just personally doesn't fit the preparing for. Seven of 9 is so judgmental of me.
Yeah. There's a lot of judgmental people out there. It's the internet, man. What do you expect?
Setting up so I've come to really like Streamlabs.
Yeah, Streamlabs is really cool. It's a really cool program. It doesn't play well with StreamYards, from what I understand, though.
I'm figuring it out, to be honest.
Well, when you figure it out, you let me know. That way, I can use some of the fucking really cool shit that StreamYards or Streamlabs is able to do.
Well, what I've learned about Streamlabs is their baseline settings, their features, or their default features rather, are all garbage. You have to go through so many settings to get it to the level where you can
Do something
stream without being kicked off or having bad lag, or you got to do a lot of steps, and I've made like 10 streams and all of them have some type of error, so it's a learning curve.
Well, I mean, this is how you start, man. You know, trial and error and figuring it out.
So last night I kept streaming, trying to, because I figured out the frame rate and the glitch.
No, Jason, there's no Writing Prose tonight. That's why I'm doing a hangout stream.
Yeah. But I kept getting a frame rate glitch for the video.
What's up, guys?
What's going on, man?
So you kept getting a frame rate glitch, you said?
Yeah, and so last night when I was streaming, we kept dropping packets, so I would get disconnected. And then when I found out, essentially was in the settings through Streamlabs, they have it set up to where it waits 10 seconds before it tries to reconnect with YouTube. So
Okay.
I clearly changed that to 1. Or I'm going to change it to 0.5 seconds if I can. Because I don't know, why would you set up that feature for 10 seconds if you know YouTube will just end your stream after 1 or 2 seconds, I think. So,
Really?
But it's
I
just
didn't know that.
little silly things like that.
Jason says you have a slight echo.
I think it's coming in on Luke's side.
Is it? That
Yeah.
wouldn't surprise me.
Blame it on me.
This is my damn channel. I'll blame it on whoever the fuck I want.
Well, I wasn't necessarily
hopefully
saying you. I was saying.
Yeah. No, it's good. I'm not wearing headphones right now, and the sound is coming out of the TV speaker over here, and I have my microphone over here, so it would make sense that TV is pointing this way, and then it's coming out this way. So, or the microphone is pointed at it. So, let's see if that helps, or maybe that might make it worse. Who knows? How do I sound?
I mean, you sound fine to me, but I'm not a stickler for it. There is an echo, though.
God damn it. Okay, then let me... Where the hell's the remote? Let me turn the TV volume down. Oh, okay. There we go. What is up, Rick Saylor? Welcome, sir. Hail. He says, no, it's worse. Yo, Christopher John, what's going on, homie? No, it's worse. Fuck. All right. Then let's put the microphone back where it was. I'm going to have to get another arm for the microphone in here. Just to try to get this working. And we've got another guest. What is up, Jerry Unbound? Good to meet you, man. Welcome. I couldn't hear you.
It's Jerry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, a little bit. You're very light.
Okay. Hold on a second. All right. How about now?
That's better. That's better. I can still hear you.
Okay.
There's an echo on everyone except for me, huh? All right. And I hate you, Wolverine. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know how that's working, but I definitely noticed it.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and put the headphones in. Give me just a second. Turn that off.
I've never gotten it to work with without headphones with multiple guests.
Yep. Might as well turn the let's see, where is it? Show Bluetooth devices. Might as well just nip the problem in the bud before it becomes any worse. Right. Connect. All right. So, how is this? Does that sound better? Any echo going on anymore?
I guess I didn't hear an echo when I spoke, so I mean, I guess it's fine from my end.
Okay, I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear an echo. Jay Mizzle, you still in the house? What are you doing? Are you playing with your microphone? Stop playing with your microphone on the stream. Never
The hypocrisy.
The hypocrisy. I was making sure I didn't have a. That's actually not what I meant either.
I'm messing around. That's the whole point, right? We're just here to bullshit, right?
Exactly. This is a hangout bullshit stream. This is to, commiserate the end of the weekend and bemoan Monday morning or something like that. I don't know. It's an excuse to get on stream, hang out, and drink my scotch and hang out with my comic book homies, my fellow writers, my creatives. Yeah,
something like that.
Peeps. Let's see.
You have peeps, Luke?
I guess. Here's another one of my peeps. What's up, Justin? Welcome.
Well,
Echo is gone, but I can still hear you, Luke. Okay, well, you're supposed to still be able to hear me. Jesus, I tell you, some people.
You can never please everyone, man.
Right? What's going on, Pedro? And yes, I am worried that J Money is playing microphone pocket pool. Exactly. Yeah, well, would you finish your pizza? Go ahead and feel like, you can jump in here. Hello, Flying Feline. Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. It's a very good friend of mine, y'all. Be kind.
Woo.
She's awesome. Yep. Although she is the one that tells me that I should not sing Alice in Chains. And apparently not Led Zeppelin either. Apparently I slaughtered Led Zeppelin the other day. So,
I
And
love
not
that
in a good
noise.
way. Yeah, I know you do. What do you got there, Justin?
Boom! Certificates for people who got the bear.
Ah, very cool, dude.
That's
They
awesome.
look great.
Oh yeah.
Ha.
They're even numbered. Boom. I'm excited.
That is awesome. See, here she is.
Dude, I
No
can't
set.
wait to be getting like the stuff that we're gonna be giving our backers on our book. Right now, I'm just messing around with some this guy Dwight had backed 2 tiers and asked for a sketch card, and I was like, no, sure, why not? And so I offered it to a bunch of people, and so now I'm just doing sketch cards for people.
That's cool.
The main artist of my book, but I have fun. So right
That's
now
awesome,
I'm working
man.
I'm working on some stuff. Here,
Hell
I'll
yeah.
pull up what I've done today.
See, Pedro's got my back. Alice in Chains is no joke, man. Damn right. Lane Stanley had some fucking pipes.
Got
Ruin a
some.
shitty band. I will fucking cut you. I will straight up. I will find you and I will cut you. Jesus.
I'm fairly certain that you just offended Luke's religion. Calling Alice in Chains a shitty band is like
No, he's
like
calling Led Zeppelin a shitty band.
Oh,
He's not calling Alice in
even
Chains a
worse.
shitty band. No. Like I will.
They're not
cut you.
shitty. They're just okay.
Really? You want to get kicked off the stream this early?
like
You don't.
And so
I won't hear an
all of a
unkind
sudden,
word about Zach,
Justin's no longer here.
right? What's up? What is it? Silvar Ogre? Welcome. Thanks for coming to hang out. Alice in Chains is perfection with Lane. I agree, man. Lane.
No,
was
see,
awesome.
he meant to say the Doors is perfection, but you know, it's okay. It's okay. People are confused.
Opinions. You know, everybody got them. Everybody got them. You know, what do you
I think
There's
Unhinged
opinions
is
and
just
facts.
pushing buttons.
just pushing buttons? What? Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, I
That's-
think Unhinged
that
is
sounds
just
about
trying to
right
push
for
some
Jason.
buttons. Is all.
Jesus Christ. Well, you know, if you're going to use, like, foul language like that, Jason, you better get in here and, use foul language like that to our faces.
You know what? Okay, you know what? I'm with you now, Luke. The war on Unhinged. He's gone unhinged.
He's lost it, man. He's lost it, you know.
Wait, what did he say? Sorry, I was.
The Doors
What
can eat
happened?
his thing.
Oh, he started saying stuff about the Doors.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
talking all kinds of shit about the Doors now.
Okay.
Yep.
So he's just a psychopath. Just wants to let the world burn. It's all good.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, according to him, he just has good taste.
Yo, listen to
I mean, when you're
I'm a
used to-
Barbie
when you're
girl
used to
for like
tasting
10
shit.
times is not good taste, bro.
When you're used to tasting shit, you know, I mean, it's a different kind of shit. It's not quite as
Every-
shitty. Tastes real good. You might be a little skewed there, buddy. Just a little skewed. Yep. Let's see. The Doors were always too druggy to me and no bass, says Pedro. Just got the text and came to watch them try to kill the rooster. Ha! Nice. Very nice. Well, tweet, not text. Yeah, fair enough. I have excellent taste, and I taste excellent. Nobody cares.
I
wants
want to
that.
know, has he asked his local cannibal on that?
What up, Eric McIntyre? Good to see you, homie. You know, losing your sense of taste is a sign of COVID. Jason, you got something to worry about, homie. Losing your sense of taste. Mm-mm. Does like taste in music count, or is it just like, actual sense of taste?
Well, you know what? For the sake of the stream, it's taste and everything, so music
Yep.
applies.
Music applies. Music applies. So what is everybody up to this evening? I know Odin's working on some sketch cards. What do you got going on, Justin?
I just came to say hello, but I got to do some writing, so I will
no
probably
worries.
get
We're-
quiet, and you might hear like typing, and I don't know.
Clackety-clackety.
You might see me hit.
Uh-huh.
You might see me hit my head going.
Right.
What am I doing?
And what
Dude,
you
I
got going on
feel you
tonight,
on
Jeremy?
that, man.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. What do you got going on tonight, Jeremy?
I am actually writing a letter script for my comic for Eric Weathers.
Nice.
So
Master letter Eric Weathers.
It'll be a little smoother for him whenever he gets it.
That's awesome. I am going to be working on another one of my Fragtober pieces that I started, but have not finished yet. Jay Mizzle, what you got going on? You just chilling like a villain this evening?
Yep, I downloaded a lot of music, getting ideas for clips and stuff.
Right.
Sunday fun day.
Getting set up for future streams.
Nice. Yep, making intermissions.
Totally.
All of the podcast outs and ends of, I guess, production.
Sure.
Just been learning.
Getting ready for a show.
Yeah, just been learning, and it's been fun.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Yeah, it's a hell of a thing to, I don't know. It can seem daunting, but once you just jump into it, you just roll with it. You learn, Well, I tossed the link in the topic list chat room. Why aren't you coming to hang out? Like, you can just come hang out and talk shit, I mean, if you go on and talk shit, whatever. What were you saying, Justin?
I just like how the video editing programs are essentially like Photoshop.
Yeah, they really are.
As soon as you download one that's free, you pick it up within that first time, especially if you know Photoshop for sure.
Which one are you using?
Hit Film Express. Hit Film. And it's free. The pro version, I think, is only $340, $320. But it does everything. Yeah. Everything. Every filter you can imagine.
That's awesome.
It's not a big file, so if you're on like an older laptop, you should. What I do know is when you add green screen filters, it does kind of lag a bit, and that's really the program. But when you export it to a YouTube 1080p MP4 file, it plays perfectly. So it's just in the program. It won't hinder your file when you render it. So
right. Yeah, I've noticed that sometimes with Sony Vegas when I use it. Sometimes, damn, is this bottle that empty? Can't even get any ink. I've noticed that sometimes it'll lag when I'm like trying to do a playback, but when it renders, it's just fine.
Yeah,
it's maddening because you're like, oh shit, is it actually doing that? Like, hang on a second, it's not supposed to do that. And then it renders out, and you're like, okay, all right, fine. I think that's at least in Sony Vegas, you can bring the quality down, so it will just so it will play smoother.
Well, what's really cool when you get the $9.99 Photoshop, you get Adobe Premiere Rush for free.
Yeah,
and that's another video editing program. You do have to buy all the cool filters if you want, some legit or third-party ones, but you get a decent amount of filters as well.
That's cool.
But Premiere
Rush, is that what you said?
Yeah, you get a Premiere Rush 1.5. You get that free with the $9.99 package. So if you have it now and you haven't downloaded, just download it. It's free.
My Adobe Premiere that I had, I think, was for my MacBook when I was going to school, and that MacBook is kind of dead right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it was from 2011, and I got a lot of good use out of it, but I put a solid-state hard drive in it, like a full terabyte solid-state drive in it, dual-booted it so I could run Windows 10 and Mac OS X. And then the fucking graphics, the built-in graphics card in it, shit the bed. So that means
as they'll do for Macs.
Yeah. I'm
Pedro
fucking
was saying
thrilled.
Pedro was saying DaVinci Resolve. Pedro was saying DaVinci Resolve. I use that. It's a really good editing program, but it's the learning curve is kind of
it's the word
at a medium.
Coloring and compositing. No kidding. I love the name DaVinci. course. $300 professional grade product. Wow. All right, I'll check that out, man. Thank
So
you.
what does he mean by coloring, or
Frog
excuse me,
G,
editing?
What up, man? Thank you, sir, for dropping the links in the chat. Hell.
Just
What
color
does he mean?
What
correction.
now?
So what separate? Have you used another one? What separates it from? I have no other idea what other program. I guess like why do you like it?
Well, I started editing on it, and that's the first one I used because I looked online. And that's what a lot of people were recommending. I just started
Right.
using anything else. So I couldn't say this, but it's a good program.
I've never really played around with the color correcting of video in my editing software. Like I just kind of ran it as is, just because. I'll be honest, I didn't even think about it. Like I used to just videotape this stuff, and then it would air on broadcast television. This was before everything went digital, so I mean it didn't really matter all that much because the colors are going to be desaturated and incorrect anyway, depending on somebody's analog ass old TV, But now that this is all HD and 4K and 720 and all this shit, it's something you actually have to think about.
Well, I have a question, Luke. Don't you pay for the premium stream yards?
Yeah.
Did you just set it to 720p because your camera, or because
No.
it's not at 1080? I was just curious.
Oh, it's not. I don't know. I think it's probably set to auto.
Okay.
That might be. It might honestly. It might be because of the laptop I'm running it from. Like this laptop was just like a knockaround laptop that I got from my dad, and I inherited it when he passed. And so when my Cintiq companion decided to shit the bed because it wouldn't take power anymore, and then my MacBook decided that, yeah, you know what, this graphics chip, it's just going to blow. And you don't have any recourse to actually get the fucker fixed. You might as well buy a brand new computer. So, yeah, I'm stuck with a Core i5, what is this? HP, that that was just supposed to be like playing a few web games and surfing the internet and all that silliness. So I'm surprised that it does as well as I have managed to make it do.
Actually, that's what I need to do.
What is
Yeah.
that?
Oh, I gotta resend unstitch the Eric because I have a new editor. I'm looking at the editors of things because there was like a few things he suggested that I didn't like.
Yeah.
So I want to, send Eric a note going, hey, here's this stuff, but ignore this.
It's like, yeah, so I realized that I might say this, but fuck that guy.
Well, no, because like one of it was on like page, where is it? On like page 2 and 3, and it's on the campaign where like Eleanor is going to bed and like the darkness comes in and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted some like caption for time, and I was like, yeah, that's actually really smart. But he wants like 2 hours later, 3 hours later. I'm like, yo, it's nighttime.
There's no need for that.
It's a
That
I'm like
seems like it would
that
just slow
time
down the
frame is
story.
too long.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, and also I'm like, I don't think it's needed. Like maybe one, but not on like 2 different panels. Like 2 hours later, then next page, first panel, like into page 2, the last panel on page 2. He wants 2 hours later, and like Then the first panel on like page 3 hours later, I'm like, no, just one of those pages. And it's not going to be 3 or 2 hours. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Past Master Dan is in the house.
Yo.
Past
But
Master
some
Dan.
of the stuff was just like adding special effects or sound effects and
What
stuff.
up, Past Master Dan? Welcome, sir.
Where did my phone go?
My wife just has delivered me a woman beverage that I asked for. What is it
A
called?
woman beverage?
A woman
Frangelica
beverage.
and soda.
Oh my.
Ah.
Frangelico.
I don't know what that is.
It's
All
like,
right. Well, listen. You gotta raise your pinky while you drink that shit.
I'll
then.
do it. I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll hook up my camera and do it.
All
It's
right,
like
good.
you know the syrups that had the black lady on it.
Skål.
Are you talking about Aunt Jemima?
So they have a liquor bottle, it's the same thing but taller.
Oh Lord.
It's Frangelico.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, Google the bottle if you don't know. I'm not wearing a Speedo, sir. I'm wearing sweatpants.
Just put a clock on the wall if you need to show the passage of time that badly. Wait, what? What did you say about a fucking Speedo? Welcome,
Pedro's
Red
wearing a Speedo.
Pedro was wearing a Speedo. Gotta have French soda wearing a Speedo. yeah, you're right, Del. No. Outside of Europe, you don't eat Speedo. No. Nobody wants to see that. I mean, you know what? Fuck it. If you got the body for it, fine. But if you don't torture everyone, please. I don't know.
Or do. I mean, whatever you want to do for your ratings.
Yeah, and see, that was the other thing. I just saw he wanted to rename one of my characters. Fuck that shit.
Who is doing this?
Who is this person? Yeah.
So
You don't have to give a name. You just what are they doing? What's going on? Like, why are they messing with your story?
Well, the thing is, all right. So I didn't have the character in like the first 22 pages. The boogeyman bear, right?
Right.
The evil bear with like all the unstitched teddies. He was like, he wanted like the name Dark Bear, and I'm like, no. I need to tell Eric, ignore that.
This guy doesn't sound like. Who was your editor? I'm actually, don't give me his name, but like, how did you find this editor?
Well, no, like he's actually a really good editor. To be honest with you, because like, so the reason why he's my second editor, and my first editor was good. She handled just pretty much grammatical, punctuation and stuff like this. But he's an actual comic editor. But there was just like two things that I'm like, no. And it's because I submitted Unstitch, like a digital file, to a publisher. They actually like it.
Nice.
But one of their editors have to. They're like, it can be punched up a little, and I mean some of it, like a lot of it, I agree with like,
sure.
Just like, hey, change this to a punctuation mark. Hey, or an exclamation mark. Hey, why not like bold this to make it, seem more important because it is.
Yeah.
And then like, again, like sound effects. Like, hey, there was a whole fight scene and there was like barely any sound effects. I'm like, all right, yeah, no, I agree. But there was like just those two things. I was like, no, it's the boogeyman, not the dark bear. But it's because I can't say who I submitted to, but Unstitch will probably, more than likely, kind of like how Sweetcast has the whole Ortana deal, where it's been broken up into single issues, something like that. Just it won't be. I can tell you this: it's not Ortana Comics, just because he's had a teddy bear book before.
Right.
So what's the going rate for an editor?
he did like 100 a script.
Yeah, it honestly just all depends.
Yeah, it's kind of like an artist. It depends.
Like there are some editors that I know that will charge like 200 per for a script, and what you're like, and their whole thing is like, I'm not just going to edit your book, I'm going to market it and everything like that, because with their name on it.
More, right.
Yeah.
So you get more for than just the editing for that.
Yeah.
Fee. Yeah, cool.
I mean, he was. So I paid 200 just because of the way he did it. Is he broke up Unstitch into 2, just because that's how they would do it, because they're like, we're not going to publish a 48 page, and I'm like, I don't want you to, because I am.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
it's pretty much them breaking it up into half, and then I got basically charged twice. So it was 200. But just doing these like
seems to be like, is it going to be a couple of floppies?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Brian Polito does with Lady Death. He does the Kickstarter campaign, so you get the square-bound premium 48 pager, and you get all the goodies and stuff like that, and that's what you're doing right now. And then he publishes it. He's got Coffin Comics now that he built because of being able to crowdfund his books. But that's what he does. He then puts it in previews. It goes in shops, and it's 2 issues per little subtitle that he's got going on. So it's a great model, dude. I think it's a fantastic idea.
Yeah.
And I think it's cool that you found a publisher to do that with.
I think anyone who has a shoppable IP should do what Dutton's done, and of course what everyone in IG in the Indiegogo market has done. Because if you do it right, you can, especially someone like Dutton, he can get into a children's book market for scholastic books and things like that. Because it's rated G, right, Dutton?
Yeah, G.
Well, I mean, is it G or PG?
Either way,
which one is less kid friendly?
Well, they borderline sell PG at. I'm just using Scholastic as an example.
Yeah.
There are many other ones, but you are showing that there's interest in the IP, and that's really cool. With trying to shop it, you said to another publisher.
Yeah.
From the images I saw, I would say it would be PG.
Yeah, I'd say PG.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Because you have you have
Secret of Nim.
Yeah.
Yep, okay. Yep. PG. Yeah, because I'm looking at like page 20, 21, and you have like the little bed bug creatures kind of like oozing out of guts.
Yeah, that's a little that's PG.
It's NC-17. What is that?
It's not.
Is it Showgirls?
Don't ruin the legend with facts. Let's see. Depends on what you're asking the editor to do. Ghostwrite, edit your script, edit the art. There's a lot that can go into it. Let's see what mental image you put out there. Oh, Lord, y'all bastards. Go sub to Unhinged Entertainment. Yes, that's my homeboy Jason. He and I do a show called Topicless, which will be tomorrow night. I'm doing this stream tonight because there is no Writing Prose, and you know what? I said, fuck it, why not? I'll host some shenanigans tonight. Why not? Gives me an excuse to sit down and work on this and drink some scotch. And hang out with my creative peeps.
That was the other thing on this one page. He had a bunch of notes of like, add this character's name. I'm like, no, his whole name reveal happens later.
Well, just
and it's a joke.
Make sure you tell the editor, like, well, actually, this is the reason why I hadn't. Communication's always best.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't the secret of the nymph about child trafficking?
fucking
Secret of
find
NIMH?
dude. Yeah.
Yeah,
They were trying to steal a crystal, wasn't it?
Yeah, they were trying to steal a crystal, and it was a
What-
bunch of mice.
Was that the?
Miss Jonathan.
Yeah, but the story itself.
I don't think
What's
that it's
that?
about
What's that
child
one with the
trafficking.
mice? What's that one with the mice? Where there's the cats and they're
Fievel?
basically trafficking kids.
Oh, that's
That's
FIVO.
American Tale, the first one.
Yeah. Yeah, that one.
That's supposed to be about
Secret
people
of-
coming to America for a better life.
It has.
Kid gets
It's
lost.
about both. It's about.
Yeah, but
it has a lot
about
of child labor.
trafficking.
Well, I would say definitely the 50 goes west is more on the child trafficking when like the sister slash sister of 50 joins the whole singing thing and like
Yeah,
the cat's like
you're talking
yeah,
about, Five will
let
go.
me
That's
make
all I
you a
remember.
star.
That's all I remember is the sad song, like where he's sitting on that ledge of the building or whatever, and he's singing that sad song.
Mhm.
That's all I remember.
yeah. I remember I always liked Goes West better because it was happier, you know.
Not by a lot, but yes.
Not by a lot, but yes. But I mean, there was I don't know, there was just
They're
an
both
oppressive
utterly depressing.
tone.
I suppress you rewatch them as an adult.
Yeah, well, I mean, so they
It'll
were
blow your
both
mind.
done by
seen-
Don Bluth, but what is it? I know Steven Spielberg helped out with the first
Yeah.
one. I think he helped out with the second one too. I can't remember.
Well, that would
Yeah,
certainly
no
explain why.
cruel animal testing subtext. There was a crazy subtext, the secret of the NIMH. I have to.
No,
find
yeah,
it.
yeah. Cool animal testing. That was Secret of NIMH.
Yeah, that is right.
Okay. So it was, okay,
Yeah,
so that was one with
the
animals.
50 was the first one was like the actual hardships of being an immigrant coming to like America.
Yeah.
Since we're talking
And then-
about obscure animated features.
Well, it's
Anybody
crazy.
remember
Watch them.
Rockadoodle Doo?
Yeah,
Which one? Which one's that one?
That was the one where it's like the kid gets transported into the to the bedtime story book about effectively the Elvis Presley rooster because the
Yeah,
sun won't
that's-
shine anymore because he won't call
Yeah.
it out.
yeah.
I
That
love
was
the,
one of the
What's up,
the
Si?
weaker Don Bluth films.
Hey guys, it kills me sitting in chat not being able to talk.
Well, you have things you want to say, and if you say everything, then you're spamming chat. So it's kind of
Right.
like,
Well, I'm a
But
random,
then it makes
so
the
he can't
chat
edit
seem
me
like
out.
alive. Now the chat's gonna look dead because you're in here.
I'm
No.
still
What
in
was
no.
what was the evil rat with the golden eyes in Secret of the NIMH? What was he again?
Rip Dom DeLuise, yeah.
Is that who did the voice?
Who did?
Oh, you just
No.
okay. Never mind. Somebody typed.
No, he was talking about Dom DeLuise.
No, the rat with the golden eyes. That was Nicodemus. That he wasn't evil. though.
Nicodemus. Yeah.
Nicodemus.
yeah.
Okay,
I need
my
to- I
bad.
need to
It's been a
rewatch
while.
that one. Yeah.
yeah.
It's been a while. But I came
Oh, shit,
semi
who did we
close.
just lose? Oh,
J Money.
That
Ooh,
one
I
and
think
the
he's back.
And
that was
Mrs.
weird.
Bilby, Bixby, something.
Yeah, Mrs. Brigsby.
Brisby.
Frisbee,
I'm
that
actually
was-
working something for you guys
Yeah,
right
because
now.
her husband died.
Yep.
Miss Jonathan Brisby.
You're working on something for us.
Yeah,
What the-
the
Second movie.
Go, go, go,
Because Shay-
go. Hail.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Okay.
Luke was overexcited to buy an eggplant.
I was just saying, Shay's
Yeah.
planning on backing the book this week, and as a thank you, I'm doing you guys a sketch card.
Awesome.
I'm actually in the process of finishing inking it right now. It's actually turning out pretty solid. I'm pretty happy. It's your guys' characters here.
If I had eyeballs,
Oh,
I would see.
If you
Yeah,
have
fair enough.
eyeballs. There we go. No,
Oh.
bring it back up.
I mean,
Sorry.
if you had eyeballs, you still might not be able to see.
Nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh,
Awesome.
I got some new art today. Would you like to see it? From Carlos.
Sure.
Just share my screen if you'll
Yes.
share it. if he'll let me.
That's not what I'm doing, so I can look at the screen.
When it pops up, I will. There it is.
Wait, who played the crazy bird? What was it? A crow? And Secret of Nim?
It was the
I
owl.
think
It was
an owl.
Wait, no. There was a crow obsessed with like silly string and shit.
No, he had the string, and he gave him the string, and that's how they lifted Frisbee's house out of the mud.
Yeah, that was the
was a
crow.
dope
I don't remember who played it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That is dope.
A long
I like
time
this.
since I've seen
It's
that.
really good.
Well,
Yeah, that is very cool.
thank you.
I really love
really-
the
Johnny
Batman the
Phantasm.
Animated Series art style.
Yeah, I like
like
the,
that Tim verse.
Yeah,
the way the character's coming out of the black and the got the glowing eyes. I'm really digging that. It's one of my favorite.
Yeah.
Like this is a half page. It's like one of my favorite
give it to me.
pages that I got.
Like, when does this launch?
Yeah, it's January. I'm thinking January 15th.
Nice. Yeah, it's got
Right around the
I don't know,
corner.
giving me Johnny Phantasm vibes. Love it.
Yeah, it's really good.
Thank you guys. Carlos Trigo. You can find him on Twitter at Carlos Trigo. That's the artist. He's awesome.
And you said you're launching in, what did you say, February?
January.
That's why
January
the bird
15th.
was Dom DeLuise.
You know what? I would wait till end of January or February, just because mid-January people are still kind of recovering from Christmas shopping.
Yeah, you're right. That might be a good idea.
I know typically around February is when tax season comes, and that's when like an uptick happens with crowdfunding.
Right.
But I mean, you can kind of beat that slight uptick by doing like end of January, but about mid, people are still like, "Yo, I just spent so much getting loved ones and friends and coworkers I got a crappy Secret Santa with."
End of January, then the campaign will still be going on when tax returns start coming.
And especially if your
Yeah,
campaign runs for like 60 days, boom.
Right now, everyone's busy throwing their money at EVS like a hooker going out of style.
Except for me.
Yeah, that new book looks pretty good.
Dude, that's
Hey,
impressive.
man, if the hooker's got what people want, man, shit.
He's been hyping it for 4 years.
Jerry, it's been forever, man. I haven't seen you in a hot minute.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I've kind of let my channel go. I need to start back, but I started it as writing comics, and then I realized, that's kind of a limited subject. At some point, you've said everything that you can say about writing comics. It's more of a promotion. It's more of a promotion channel now. So.
As we read through the 300 comics that Shay orders off of Kickstarter and IGG, we certainly find more things in writing to talk about. Like, you guys obviously haven't heard how to do characterization yet, or, develop a plot, or have a plot, or not just make an art book with word bubbles. So we find things.
Yeah.
At least we will, again, starting next week.
Since we got that
I'm looking forward to having Writing Prose again. Sorry, Justin. Go ahead.
Luke, how far away are you from Tampa?
A couple hours.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Later on in the year, if what was Ethan calling that expo? I don't think that's gonna happen until 2021. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen until 2021.
Right, it was supposed to be summer 2021 the last time I heard about it.
But hopefully, Cletus McFarlane, he has a racetrack. He's getting new bleachers replaced. So hopefully later on in the year, I think after February, he opens it to customers. It's just south of Tampa, like 20 minutes.
Or like Apollo Beach?
Bradenton.
Oh. 40 minutes. I mean, because you got to factor in Tampa traffic. But yeah, I mean, it's not that far.
Yeah. I can't wait for that. But I was curious because Ethan wanted to do the convention around Orlando, right? Or thereabouts.
Yeah, and that's about an
Yeah.
hour and a half from Tampa Bay if you drive straight. If you don't take any wacky side trips.
Yeah, most of my family.
Yeah, believe me, there's plenty of wacky side trips to be had in this fucking state. I try to never go anywhere in this state without a knife and fire.
Well, you should always go some.
Yes, I realize that, but this is the state that made me fucking realize that. Like, yeah, getting stranded somewhere without having a knife and fire and, like, hearing shit, like, crawling around in the woods and you're, like, just on the highway and there's, like, no on-ramp anywhere in sight, no signs, you're out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Yeah, you're like, I am rethinking my life choices right now.
It's like, I have no means.
You're still going to,
Oh,
so you're
yeah, I
going to-
forgot. You are in Florida, Luke. Question, is weed
Yeah.
legal there?
If you've got a card. There's medicinal.
Just any card, Visa.
Yeah, just come in there with a business
Yeah.
card.
Yeah, just walk in with a business card. They'll give it to you. Yeah.
I have this debit card where I can buy this.
Yes. That's what my 73-year-old mom does. Walks into the dispensary and
Yep.
give you an ounce.
That's all you get. That's all you got to do. You know. You
Just
gotta have
give me
any
some
card.
gummies.
Yeah, totally. Edibles are where it's at. Yep. So yeah, with the medical card.
Yeah.
How's the COVID restrictions in Florida?
I mean, things are open.
I
For the
don't think
most part.
Florida really cares.
Yeah.
Well, no, my Walmart used to be 24 hours, and now Walmart closes at 10. As a matter of fact,
Oof.
just about fucking everything closes at 10 now. So,
Okay,
yeah.
I got it. So you limit store hours. So instead of like having more hours to come into the store, now you're clustering everybody into a smaller amount of hours. It just seems anti-productive to me.
The disease is most active when you're sleeping, apparently, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Well, that's supposed to be so they can clean the store.
Yeah, whatever.
That's whatever, man.
We went
I mean,
shopping. Go ahead.
I wish
sorry.
they'd stay open till at least 11, because if you try to walk in there at like 9:58, or not 9:58, but like 9:45, they're like, yeah, no, go away. I'm like, but 15, no, we got to start getting people out. I'm just like, are you
Crazy.
fucking serious? Damn it!
I saw a meme that said, I almost caught COVID, but I made it into the house by 9:59.
If you're shopping down in the South, every woman has a mask on. That's for certain. I was at the Hobby Lobby on Friday or Saturday getting Christmas stuff with the family, and I think me and two other men were the only ones without masks. And it's a sea of people with masks, especially in the Christmas section.
Yeah.
In Mississippi, it's according to where you go.
I wear a mask when I'm at the shop, dude.
Yeah.
Like, listen, I got a 92-year-old grandmother. I ain't taking any fucking chances with.
Well,
these
that's
grimy fucking
different.
people.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, like I don't know where the fuck you been. You know, so that's where I'm at with it.
You're a good man, Luke, because I also have an 80-year-old grandma that stays with me, but I don't wear a mask.
Well, my mom takes that medicine. What is that shit you take, Mom? She said, which one? She takes hydrochloroquine already.
Yeah.
She's been taking it for years, so
Oh.
she's pretty much. She can't even get the flu, normal flu, to be honest.
See, I never get the normal flu either.
Yeah.
Like
I
I
never
never
had
get a
it.
flu shot. Like I'll tell you this, I am not for the this rushed out vaccination.
Yeah, same.
You know, they're
Oh,
wanting
no, I'm
to-
not either.
They're wanting people to like have proof of vaccination so they can go to concerts again. I'm like, holy shit! Like what fucking reality did CERN bump us into? And god damn it, can they take us back? Fuck.
The next one, I guess.
Amanda says our COVID comes out at 9 p.m. in May.
You've been watching Cloverfield Paradox too much.
No. No. Okay, all right. Black chickens, like chickens that are just completely black all the way through. Bones, blood, eyes, beak, everything. The flesh is black. I did not hear about this until before 5 years ago. Like, I don't know.
Those things are dope.
I didn't hear about this until 5 seconds ago. So.
Oh yeah, look it up, dude. Seriously, look it up.
Those
All
things
black
are dope.
chickens. We've also got rainbow lobsters. Never heard about that until 3 fucking years ago.
Seriously, you never heard about rainbow lobsters?
No. No.
They're the partiers under the sea. Man.
I mean, clearly they've got like fucking
roaches,
RGB keyboards. You know, on I don't know. Man.
Why do you think they have that trait? What do you think made that trait? That's interesting.
The rainbow coloring?
Yeah,
I don't know, but I'd
crazy.
never heard of it until just recently.
I know foxes laugh. I know that's a thing.
Oh yeah, well, that doesn't
Their laughs
surprise
are
me nearly.
Yeah, it's like scary.
That's the collapsing universe theory. The further we get from our original universe, the weirder it's going to get.
I mean, that's dope.
Fuck.
Yeah, there's a theory out there that like that CERN pushed us into a collapsing universe so that we're moving forward across multiple universes, and that the further you get away from the original, the weirder and stranger things become.
That would not fucking surprise me.
That's awesome.
That would not fucking surprise me.
Fun fact, they even get even more weird if you take DMT.
Yes, that's why they call it the God drug.
Is there a waiting list?
For what? DMT? I don't know.
Whatever this party Justin was just talking about.
Right? Who did we lose? Oh, we lost Cy.
Dutton, do we lose your audio? Hello?
Yeah, we can't. We really can't hear you, man.
Okay, there you go.
What made rainbow lobsters? They're gay, obviously.
Yeah, it just started storming here, so my internet is
right. Yeah, the rain will fucking. It's amazing how it messes with connections.
Well, I mean, it doesn't help that I also already live out in the stick, so my internet's on a good day already not the best.
Oh no! Yeah, that's true. That's true. I know how that goes. My grandparents. What up, Lakim? Good to see you, homie.
Why can't we get good internet? I've heard several people. There's like everybody that streams that's have internet problems.
Yeah.
Like, this is America. We already.
I don't know, but it's because of how slow and how bad my internet is why I don't really do a YouTube channel of my own. Because I tried once and I was like, I'll upload this 10-minute video that takes 8 hours. Nope, giving this up.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Oh yeah, dude. If you've got really slow internet or a slow connection, it takes fucking eons to upload anything.
Well, where I'm at, like all the rural areas, they got government money to run fiber, like to all the REAs.
Oh, wow.
But I live in a small city.
Yeah.
And he was just
I'm at the end of the loop, so I'm just stuck about that.
Well, you were just complaining about your internet and you completely froze. What was that?
Yep.
I'm stuck at the end of the loop.
If you heard the internet's feelings,
Yeah, you heard it.
I will show you bad internet.
Yeah. Throttle him. He's complaining. Throttle him. I guess I should be grateful for what I do have.
Well, I mean, at least you got some internet. But yeah, like we don't have the best internet in the world, surprisingly enough.
No,
You know,
we don't.
The internet started here, but we don't have the best internet. What? Why?
What is your internet speed? Out of curiosity.
Mine? Oh fuck
Yep.
if I know. I don't know. It's been forever since I did a speed test. It's at least
Well, what do you pay for it? I should say.
I'd pay for like 200 or something like that.
Oh, fuck you.
Well, I mean it's because I get because of the condo that I bought, I get like basic cable and basic internet included. So I was like, well, I want to pay to get the extra. So yeah, but yeah, I actually had to replace the router that I have, and then replace the cabling as well, because that's what was bottlenecking me. So I wasn't getting my full speed. I was I was paying for it, but I was not getting the full speed. Now I get the full speed, and stuff downloads very, very quickly. It is very, very nice. But, I'm in a condo complex. I also don't lose power during hurricanes because the lines are all buried. Like through one of the last hurricanes, I was just sitting here, hanging out, listening to an audiobook, cataloging my comics.
All right, guys, I got to run. I promised my wife I'd take her out to eat before I knew about the stream, so I can't.
Yeah,
I got to take
do
her.
it, man. That is more important than hanging out with us chuckleheads. Go. Spend time
All
with
right,
your
man.
wife, homie. Thanks for coming to hang out.
Right.
Yeah, no
Take
problem.
care, man. Thank you for sharing the art.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
absolutely.
Oh yeah, no problem, man. That's yeah, I was really excited about that piece. I really like the way that it looks. I thought I'd
Hell
share.
yeah, man. You should be.
And Jerry, don't be a stranger, man. It's been too
Yeah.
long.
Yeah, we need to get that together and do it more often.
Roger.
I'll be doing topicless tomorrow night with Jason. Come hang out in the chat and all that.
What time do you get that, Luke?
That will probably be starting around 9:15
Okay, I'll try to be there.
tomorrow night. Yeah, no, Monday nights. Tomorrow night is on my channel. Next week it'll be on Jason's.
Okay. Well, y'all have a good
Yeah.
night.
You too, man. Have fun.
Bye.
Bye.
So, J Money, what's your internet speed?
I don't want to tell you. It's garbage.
All right. Well, I mean,
You
mine
first.
is up to 10 megs. I never even get 10,
Damn.
What, for
and that's
upload
all
speed?
that's available.
For upload
I know.
speed?
No, like that's like internet speed up to 10.
Oh, I don't.
10 megabits per second. That's
Yeah.
download speed. Yeah,
See what mine
download
is real
speed's always the kicker.
For me, it's the upload, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the
Uploads
upload
in-
speed is always slower.
Yeah, massively.
Where'd everyone go? I was watching Liam. Yeah, thanks. Ass. Ogre's like, oh, I didn't know he was on. Great. Yeah, well, it's just a chill hangout stream. I'm drinking scotch, making a Lobo piece, and just for shits and giggles.
He has a bubbler that you see at the beaches at the oxygen shop. And it's
Yeah.
a blue color. Do you got the blue color or the orange?
What?
He passed out. Okay.
Oh man.
Or he was
It
holding
would,
it in.
It would be blue. But no. This actually looks like a I don't know, it looks like a very strange candy. It looks like it's made out of peppermint, actually. It is its name is Sweets. But yeah. It looks like it's made out of peppermint, actually.
That's
Hence
weird.
the reason why it's... Yeah, it's a strange piece. But, yeah. Sweets is good.
I'm sure it is.
It's not Cottonmouth, I swear. Alright.
So tried strawberry cough for the first time last night.
What is this
That
you're
was-
speaking of? Strawberry cough?
Yes, strawberry cough.
I want flavors when I cough.
Right? It's fucking good. Yeah, I'd heard about it, but never tried it until recently. And it is the good. Do you remember that movie Children of Men? With what is this? Damn it, what is his name?
Oh yes, with the last kid and the black girl who
Yeah,
was pregnant.
and-
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of that dude's name that was in the
British
movie.
man number 7.
Yeah.
That's
Clive
actually
Owen. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a
Thanks.
great movie.
Thanks, Unhinged. Yeah, Clive Owen. Yeah, it is. It really is. I remember going to see that at in the theater with some friends and really, really dug it. But yeah, Michael Caine. He went to go visit Michael Caine out in the countryside,
Yeah.
and Michael Caine had strawberry cough, and ever since then I've wanted to try it because it sounded wonderful.
Have you had any strawberry thunderfuck?
No.
No.
I'm guessing that's mixed with Alaskan thunderfuck.
Yeah, it's like there is Alaskan thunderfuck of that too. Yeah. It's really red,
That's
the strawberry, and there's like a tomato. It's just called tomato.
interesting.
Hmm.
Very, very versatile and amazing plant.
But I just saw that somewhere, nowhere near me.
Yeah, I mean, there's some amazing dispensaries in this state, and it's high quality. That's for damn sure. But
All states will give in when the legislators stop dilly-dallying and would like to make more tax money. It's
well, I mean,
just
look
a
at
matter of
Colorado,
time.
for fuck's sake.
It's just a matter of time. I think there's some states where there are, pretty old school thinkers who just, absolutely not to them.
Right.
I can't wait for it to become legal in my state. But so far, the trailer park down the street from me is doing pretty good.
I don't think it's especially hard to get anywhere. Like, it's never been something that's interested me, but like, it's not exactly something that, even though it was illegal, it's not like you're not able to literally just walk down a block and find somebody that's able to get a hold of some for you.
Yeah, you'd think that.
I mean, we did grow a plant of our own. We did grow a plant of our own for like the winter, but it did not last for the winter.
Yeah. I can't say that I'm surprised. They require a lot. That's why a lot of people grow outside. But outside doesn't make it super. You're not gonna get like the hydroponics grade shit doing that. Really, Nib? You're just gonna fuck with me like that, huh?
What is happening?
The nib.
Oh,
My
okay.
nib is not. It's scratching at the page, but it's not giving me any fucking ink. It's being a bitch.
Ooh.
Kill it. I'm joking, but
What?
no, nothing. I'm just tired.
Yeah.
It's been a long day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. By the way, everybody who's in the chat, next week, writing Prose starts again. Just
Yes,
advertising.
next
Just
week
letting you know.
we are-
Red Valkyrie, Writing Prose. I'll be there.
I will try to be there. I hopefully will. It'll depend on how my son goes down when he's supposed to. He's been a butt lately.
I'm sad because my mustache now is kind of nice and curly, but the bubble pipe I had got broke on Thanksgiving by my niece, and I'm like,
Oh no!
Yeah.
womp womp.
Use some tape.
Pipe
Just
you
use some
had,
tape.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna use like that. Ruins the whole fanciness of like, oh look, there's a pipe with duct tape. Look how fancy he is with his curly mustache and duct tape pipe.
Are you talking about your regular smoker pipe? Your regular tobacco pipe?
Well, I mean, no. I have that one works, but I did have a bubble pipe.
Yeah, no, I got you. I just thought you meant you broke that nice, because that's a nice one you got.
Yeah,
I like that
the
one,
smoking pipe has, but that has residue in it that definitely does not do bubbles.
You're just not doing it right.
One spit. That was only funny to me.
Yep. I'm not even sure what you're talking about.
We got Mr. Lord Crackhead in the house.
Oh, my homie, what's cracking? You don't care. Yo, Arthur Brown, what's up? Welcome. Hail, Lord Crackhead. Hail. Yeah, they said that last week and this week. I won't hold my breath. Bitch, why the fuck are you not in here hanging out? Like,
Did you
come
touch
on.
yourself at night?
That is none of your goddamn business, Justin. You shut the fuck up. Hail, Fenrir Fire. Welcome. I'm pinning this sketchbook to the drawing board because the last time I let it slip, it slid down and knocked my ink thing back, and now I've got a very interesting ink splot on soaking now into the wood of my desk.
I don't want to know about anything soaking into your wood.
You know you want to know every detail. Shut up.
I mean, just go ahead and make it OnlyFans.
Uh-huh. I mean, hell, it seems to work for everybody else.
I mean, I'm thinking about doing it. I'm like, yeah.
Go for it. Offer up the racy material.
Yeah.
I feel like every girl is doing OnlyFans now. I think I've started talking with like 3 or 4 girls in the past month, and like a good chunk of them have OnlyFans. I'm just like,
yeah.
You know what is crazy? So this sounds kind of weird, but I think the indie comic community, as a whole, can learn from the OnlyFans community. They seem so supportive and sharing each other's stuff.
Absolutely.
I'm
that is exactly what I see.
None of them seem petty about it. I'm like, oh, look at this one undercutting for like a free OnlyFans or $1 OnlyFans.
Dude, it sucks.
You're absolutely right, dude. You're absolutely right. They are 100% supportive of one another. You know?
Well, indie comics is like, oh, EVS made 6 figures? Well, you know that book's going to be here late. Yeah,
Yeah, and I was about to say, I lost a few backers from my 0 issue on Pyramid Gambit because I have support from this side of the indie community.
What a bunch of petty shit! God damn!
Like that's the thing that I've learned about comics is petty.
Dude,
people are petty.
Yeah,
and
100%.
listen, we're all creative individuals. we're a bit neurotic, all right, but we all have developed certain social skills so where we can actually communicate as people, at least for the most part, but it's like they get so stuck in their head that they think that they, I don't know, are acting normal when they're really overreacting. Like, the internet is so fucking hyperbolic, it drives me nuts. You know what I mean? Like, hyperbole is everything. Headlines are hyperbolic. Everything is.
I mean, we're talking about we're talking about an era where if you disagree with somebody politically, all of a sudden you're Hitler. So, like.
Oh, I know. Like, even if it's like the most minor thing.
We could all take a note from the OnlyFans community, and not the whole $3 to see my butthole. That's not the right lesson.
Not the lesson I was going to take from that. No. But whatever works for you. All right? I mean, if that rocks your box, you go for it.
See. Yes. The issue is like, I do so good at the kids comic stuff with Unstitch. I'm like, oh dang, I definitely couldn't do an OnlyFans. I would get canceled instantly. Like, oh,
dude,
so that kid's comic writer. That kid's comic writer.
Yeah,
for $2 you can see his left nipple for $2.
Just parting it out like that, huh? Well, okay.
Oh man.
I'm like, yo, it's expensive. I gotta pay for it
somehow. Quicker than Pee Wee Herman was, man. Yeah. Like, you would be the next Pee Wee Herman,
Ooh, I don't want to be the next Pee Wee Herman, because at least he made some royalty money. I ain't even big. I can't even do that.
Yeah. Nope. Just keep it under wraps for a little while. Keep it in your pants for a little while, and then once you got that royalty money coming in, then you can fuck around.
Until then, I just gotta sell like plasma and stuff to pay my artists.
There you go. Whatever.
I mean, I've done it before. Actually, the funny thing is, there was one point where I was selling plasma so much, so I could actually build a savings, so I can actually, find and pay an artist, that my wife thought I was doing drugs because of the needle mark in my arm.
Oh God!
Jesus.
They're like, we need to drug test you, and I was like, for what? They're like, your arms look pretty suspicious to us.
It was like, I mean,
let's do the headline now. Comicsgate creates an OnlyFans.
You couldn't have just asked.
You know what though? The only thing that would be different about that headline is that Comicsgate children. That would be like all caps and bold, like just to highlight that.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh.
But they what is it? Asterisk out one of the letters so you can't find it or some shit like that. What is the dumb shit they do to try to hide it?
It's typically the A.
My God.
Which that's the funny thing is, like, it's always the same letter, so you're like, you can just type in Comicsgate with the asterisk instead of an A, and you're like, oh, look at all these people. Like, they don't randomize the letter. Like, I don't know, do the I.
Fucking silly.
Do the S.
Listen, if you got something to say, fucking stand up, be an adult, say it, and then be prepared for somebody to say something back. That's how the internet works. You can't just tell somebody that they can't respond to you. You actually have to have an argument. You got to be able to back your shit up.
Well, they don't live in that world.
The fuck they don't. They're about to find out that they live in that world.
Yeah, right.
No. Like, this is how the real world works. You actually have to be able to back your shit up. And then if you're having a conversation with somebody and what they say makes sense, be a big enough adult to say, hey, you know what? That actually makes sense to me. That's what being an adult is, being able to process new information, with a conversation. We're all not always right. But that's the thing.
Thank you, what? Unhinged, for sharing the link.
What do you get with the OnlyFans tier?
Yeah,
That's right, Past Master Dan. Life isn't a one-way street. Shit. I really shouldn't have.
Maybe
like,
not Thailand, America, but Thailand, Russia, we only have one way.
Paint cup up with the black ink, and now I'm wishing that I wouldn't have put so much into it because. Can you see? Yeah, there we go. Can you see the ink splot down here? It's kind of soaking into the wood. Shut up, Justin.
What did I do?
Dutton. Sorry. I was like, wait a minute, what did I do?
There's two Dutton or two Justins here.
I know.
Yeah, and see, this is why I go by Dutton. Because Justin's a common name and most of them are assholes.
That's correct.
Is that why you go by J Money?
No, well, that's because of I used to work in Norfolk and Virginia Beach, so the people that I worked with called me that.
That's cool.
I don't
Are
know.
you still in Virginia?
No, I'm down in the South now.
I mean, Virginia is technically, but
Yeah, I like how Virginia's
Virginia's
technically the South, but it's
Virginia
it's
is not the South. One.
Yeah,
It
not
used to
anymore.
be. It used to be.
Especially Norfolk.
there are parts of Virginia that are still very much the South, but you're not.
Norfolk is not, though.
Yeah, North Carolina is now the cutoff for the South.
Like, Virginia's
Except for,
the
like,
South
Charlotte.
of, like, Canada.
Both my kids
I mean,
were born in
if you're
Virginia,
going based off of what constitutes as the South, everything under Maryland is because the Mason-Dixon line was in Maryland.
Yeah,
if I recall correctly.
but it's
Yeah.
so diverse in terms of what that state used to be, not just by race, but it's a commonwealth. It has the same problems Pennsylvania does. Any commonwealth, no commonwealth. I say IMO, no commonwealth should exist in America. That's just my opinion, of course. But it's a disaster. The department, what is that guy? John T. Atkins or whatever his name was, has been the Treasury, has run the Virginia Beach Treasury for like 40 or 50 or 60 years. No man should run a treasury for that long.
No.
Absolutely not. And that state is just backwards and crooked. It's not southern at all.
No, but you know what, though? 7-Elevens were on every street corner of Norfolk, and I miss 7-Eleven.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, it was cool. I enjoyed living there. The only reason
So good.
The only reason why I went to shit is just Virginia Beach is really small, and so is Norfolk, and they're expanding like crazy because of all the military contracts and all the military families moving there and then retiring and staying there. The traffic is getting out of this world. The schools are getting too full. I did not want my daughter's 16. I did not want her. I went to high school there. She was not going to high school there. Shit like that. So.
Right. Dude, it sounds like my town. Like this, it's a quaint little town, and everybody loves it. And there's these neat little touristy things. Yeah, the problem is like I used to be able to get across town in like 10 minutes. Like you used to be able to get from one end of town to downtown in 10 minutes. Now, that shit takes me fucking 35 minutes.
Mm-hmm. 264 in Virginia Beach.
Not a big town.
Is ridiculous now. And there's times where it's like the traffic almost looks or feels like the Jersey Turnpike exits during traffic time. It's stupid, man. Especially because a majority of all of the military families, because you got Little Creek, NAS, Oceana, the Fort Bragg, you have all these bases. You have bases out the asshole, and they all go to work at the same fucking time, and they all come home at the same fucking time.
Yeah, because
And,
everyone's on the same schedule. 'Cause
God.
all of them are contractors.
Yeah, and then you have the contractors that work the same schedule as the actual military people, and Chesapeake, especially the borders, Chesapeake is filling up heavy.
Thanks, Fenrir. I appreciate it, man.
Chesapeake is still pretty though. I do like Chesapeake.
And there are a lot of really pretty places in Virginia.
Suffolk is
They're
nice
very-
too.
Yeah, like there's a lot of just really good places to go.
Go to
Did you see
Portsmouth.
that? Unstitched Teddy and a lace Teddy. Similar ogre.
Next campaign, maybe.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, if the kids scratch and sniff the eyeballs and stuff, like
Oh God. Hey, there you go. Do a new horror line.
the
like
lace
that.
smell will come out.
Yeah, do
The
a new
lace
version of
smell.
like Garbage Pail Kids. They're scratch and sniff this time, and they smell awful. Seriously, that'd be fun. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Did you guys ever watch the fucking Garbage Pail Kids movie back in the
No.
day? Oh my God,
No.
that shit's terrible. Like, but it's the good kind of terrible. But yeah.
I have been watching recently Spider-Man Unlimited.
Spider-Man Unlimited.
Yeah,
Oh,
like, that actually holds up.
The
Where they go
cartoon?
to where they go to Counter Earth and he's got
Yeah,
the
the
futuristic
high
face suit. Yep.
Yeah, they
My-
were
My
doing.
favorite Spider-Man animated series is probably Spectacular. I wasn't expecting to enjoy it. I wasn't a huge fan of the art style initially, but I had
Yeah,
a
me
buddy of
neither.
mine that was like, "You need to fucking watch it," and I was like, "Fine." And so I watched it. I was like, "Oh, this is actually really good."
I knew Spectacular would be good when I just saw the name Greg Weisman. But for a while, I didn't
That's
watch
fair.
it just because of the art style. But then I saw Greg Weisman and I was like, you got
Yeah,
me,
I
son of a bitch.
enjoyed that one. That one was good.
The way that they
I will
handled
say,
Venom in there
the
was
same-
phenomenal.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah. Which is funny because the only thing I really don't like about Spider-Man Unlimited was pretty much the design of Venom and Carnage.
Yeah, I did not appreciate those versions of Venom and Carnage at all.
Like
I'm
the
trying to
Venom
think.
one was slightly okay. Like I didn't like the neck, but he got way bigger and like the little bones on the back. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. But Carnage, I was like, what is this? What is this? Carnage, get the fuck out.
Yeah, no, I mean, Carnage is always tendrily, but I don't know. It's just it was overboard with that, It's
Oh
just,
yeah,
I don't-
I'm looking at these. I'm looking at these right now. Oh god.
Oh,
the
the
designs.
Unlimited. Yeah. But you know what though? That's I will say, like, I want the Unlimited Spider-Man suit and like the Spider-Man game,
Don't have
because
scratches
that
and
shit.
butts.
Oh god.
I
Because
I
I think the
honestly-
Unlimited suit looks a whole lot better than like the 2099 suit.
It does,
I
and you know
fucking
what? You know what
disagree.
suit you know what suit I actually want to be in one of the Spider-Man games that comes out next? The Ben Reilly suit. Everyone forgets about that fucking suit,
Yeah.
but the Ben Reilly, when he was Spider-Man, like the main
Yeah.
Spider-Man, his suit was fucking awesome.
The suit that became Spider Girl's suit when Mayday Parker took on the mantle
Yeah,
in M2, yeah. But no, I disagree. The original design for the Spider-Man 2099 costume far superior than the Spider-Man Unlimited costume.
No.
I don't care.
Yes,
I
yes.
don't care.
No.
Like
the
that- are you
black and the
fucking
red and
kidding
blue with the web
The-
cape.
the-
Come on, the web cape is what
That,
sells it.
the fucking 2099 suit started the web cape, you jackass. That's where it
Don't
comes from.
care.
It was supposed to be a
care.
riff on that. Yeah, okay, whatever.
It looks a whole lot better.
Like Peter David and I think it was Rick Lenardi, like doing Spider-Man 2099. Get the fuck out of here, man. Far superior. Like, have you ever
I mean,
read the
story
original
wise,
Spider-Man
but I'm talking
2099?
about the suit, just the suit.
Yeah, even just the suit. There's a fucking skull on it. Fight me. Seriously, there's a skull on the front of the costume. Like, what you got? You got just a riff on a spider on the other one. Nah. Originated the web cape, like spider skull on the front. Nah, hands down. Miguel O'Hara, far superior.
Dude, that black with like the blue outline, like lighting touch, that shit looks dope as fuck to me.
That's fine. It's all right. You allowed to be wrong.
No, it's cool. It's cool. Like, I get it. You smoke crack. It's cool.
I do no such.
You're in Florida.
Fucking
It just comes like naturally out of the ground. I get it.
Yeah, no. You high on something. I don't know. You sniffing your own farts over there, thinking that costume's better, but whatever.
No, I'm not in Florida. In California, I'm not one of those people. They sniff farts.
Yeah, getting high on methane. It's all right. However you get your meth, I know you got to get your fix. Anyway.
Hey. You know what? My county was actually #1 in meth in North Carolina for the longest time.
God.
Fun facts.
Yeah, it's a real fucking problem down here. That is true. It is a fucking problem. But anyway, happier things. Have you ever read the original Spider-Man 2099 story?
No.
I have for certain. I used to have them, but that's in my lost box of all my 2099 stuff.
Damn.
I had all Doom 2099, X-Men 29, which I didn't like at all. Spider-Man,
X-Men 2099 was just kind of lame.
Hulk was awful, the worst thing on the planet. And
Punisher 2099
Punisher,
was
and I had the Punisher.
yeah.
And that was it, right? That was it.
Ghost Rider 2099.
I did not have.
Yeah, see, I just never heard really anything good majorly about the 2099.
Yes, unfortunately,
anything.
most of the 2099 books were awful. Spider-Man 2099 was not, because you had Peter fucking David writing it, and Peter David is a fucking boss when it comes to weaving and entertaining yarn.
Well, I loved it because of the future landscape.
Dude, it's a total cyberpunk future.
Yeah, I love it. They should totally do a
absolutely.
game or like a DL. I don't own any.
I think they did a 2099 game.
Did they?
For it.
Yeah, it wasn't a full-on 2099 game. It was, you're talking about Shattered Dimensions.
Yep. Okay,
And
yep.
then
There was a
sequel.
follow-up that was literally split between Peter and
Spider-Man.
Miguel.
Yep.
Savar said
have
all
that one.
2099 was great. That is not true.
Ravage 2099 was the worst. And Hinge said,
Yeah. That Hulk, is that what the Hulk was? Ravage 2099?
no. It was
Okay.
just some dude that was just
Okay.
named Ravage. And we're all
that
like,
Hulk
who the
20
fuck is this dude?
Can someone pull up Hulk 2099 art? It's or Luke, do you have any right with you?
I probably have cards somewhere. Hang on. I got some ink in this quill that I
remember seeing the concept of the Hulk in the 2099. It's like, how am I? This guy looks like one of the bad guys from Space Jams. The Monstars or whatever the fuck they were called.
Right.
The Hulk 2099 looked like one of the Monstars. And I was just
the Monstars, man.
Hold on.
All right, go ahead.
I want to make sure that I'm thinking about the right thing here. Yeah, he looks like one of the fucking Monstars.
Man, with the Monstars, man. That's MON stars.
Yeah.
He totally does.
Okay.
He either looks like one of the Monstars or like a weird Marvel version of Killer Croc. You can take your pick.
All right. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
You know what? I gotta Google 2099 Hulk now.
I got it. I got it.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Oh, okay, and there it goes. Seems
You know what?
crazy.
He kind of reminds me a bit of like Savage Dragon.
Thinking. I can't hear anything, so I have no idea if you guys can hear me. I probably have just, glitched out.
Luke, you're ugly. Can you hear me?
Fuck's sake, here we go.
Luke, don't leave us. Luke.
Luke, are you there? I feel like this is a seance. Are you there, Luke? Can you hear us? Say something if you hear us, Luke.
Luke Skywalker.
Alright, see, I am a necromancer. Look, he responded. He's not dead. He's only partially dead.
Only mostly dead.
Ravage regular. So who's Ravage? I don't know what Ravage is.
I don't know. When 2099 was out, I didn't really, or wasn't in comics at the time.
Yeah.
And then I never had anything good.
I got them specifically just for the cover. And this was garbage.
It's bad.
Oh God.
So
It's crazy going back and seeing just how hit or miss the 90s really were. You're like, oh man, I freaking love reading that book growing up. And then you go back and you read it, you're like, why? Why did I do this?
yeah, it's just the story was no good. Where's the Hulk at again? Where you at, brother? Page down.
I like the tire for shoulder play.
Well, all of the covers were absolutely dreadful. We'll just do the covers.
You know what though? I actually don't mind that cover if it was like a Venom cover.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the tongue venom. I like
Why not?
I think that they
pre-tongue.
You don't like the hentai tongue?
Look at this. You like that?
Look at that hentai tongue right
Why
there.
did they give him a gap between the teeth like that?
I've just been sitting backstage and just talking to myself.
Oh, what's up, bro?
Yep, I forgot to add myself back to the stream, so. Yep.
small thing.
This one is decent in terms of the layout. I don't really know what the story
that
is.
looks like a Walt Simonson piece, to be honest with you.
Who did this cover? Where's his signature? You see, oh, that's a 24. Never mind. No signature. Whatever.
See if there's scroll down and see if it shows the credits.
Okay, yeah, we can totally do that. Right here. Oh, I went too far.
And of course they don't.
Why
they don't
didn't-
say anything about the cover?
Yeah, wow, that's weird.
Lame.
Why don't they? All right, let's look again one last time. Well, who is the damn cover artist?
I mean, it looks like Simonson. It definitely has that vibe to it. If it's not Simonson, it's somebody definitely trying to do Simonson.
I like this painting. I hate the face of this character.
Yeah.
It looks like, I don't know, a lizard toad that's been smushed by a shovel.
He got traps for days.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It looks like his head is disjointed on that thing.
It looks like a character that you would see in an anime going, oh, look how much muscles he has. He should be so tough. And then he gets like knocked out in one punch.
You know what it probably is? It's probably them trying to compete with Pitt.
You think so?
You know, because
More
Dale
than likely,
Keown.
that's actually a really good thought because he looks like Pitt a lot.
Yep, no nose, sharp teeth, claws, but big and burly and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, and
He
then
looks like
bring in
Pitt.
some of the Venom aesthetic as well for the big fucking
Exactly.
I did like Doom 2099's outfit. I thought it was dope.
The design was pretty good.
Yeah. I
But
did
yeah,
like it.
unfortunately, Spider-Man 2099 was the only real, the only series that was worth a shit. Nobody else could basically run around in the universe that Peter David was so effortlessly walking around in. So
The final issue had to be a terrible cover. So they only had 2 decent covers, I think.
That just looks like it was done by like Eric Larson.
So since we're on the topic of like weird '90s comics like 2099, what have you, what did everyone think about Jean-Paul Vallée as a fucking Batman?
Oh, I don't know, but Computer Color by Malibu. That's cool. Which Batman?
Jean-Paul Vallée, back when right after Nightfall, where Batman got replaced by Azrael.
Oh yeah,
and it was
John
the
Paul
edgy-
Vallée. Yeah.
the edgier Batman that killed people.
With
Wait,
the yellow,
you have to show me.
with the yellow and blue suit.
Yeah.
Night Quest. Really?
Wait a
Dutton?
minute.
You've never heard of Night Quest?
Yeah, the
Night
mechanical.
Nightfall, Night Quest, right after Bane broke Batman's back in the comics.
What's the name of the comic? I can pull it up.
Night Quest.
Night Quest.
Or,
If you look up
Nightfall,
Jean-Paul
Night
Vallée as Batman,
Yeah.
you'll see his very stupid.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The blue yellow like Spawn meets Iron Man bat suit.
It's like, wait a minute.
Yes, that.
Hold on. This is supposed to be a stealth outfit, and you have chrome.
Why are you shiny?
It's like,
Was this
we're
the-
gonna make Batman
You're gonna be
shiny
flinging like a
and
motherfucker.
edgier because he wasn't already edgy and brooding. We're just gonna make him even more so. Because
You
why
know
not?
what?
It was the 90s, man. You know, they were just coming down off of all.
I don't completely
from the
hate it
80s.
though. I don't completely hate it.
I really didn't like Jean-Paul Vallée.
Nobody really liked Jean-Paul Vallée. He was an asshole.
You know, I know that there was some mixed reception to this, but Sean Gordon Murphy's second White Knight book, I really liked. He just goes straight up and has Jean-Paul Vallée have be the villain of the book, and I was like, yeah, I'm down with that.
Nice.
Like he reworks the character so that he is actively the bad guy of the book, and while he does get his own bat suit and everything, it's a lot better in my opinion than just having him become Batman outright and just not being Batman at all.
Right.
It's like no killing people. Too bad.
Yeah,
I mean, you can definitely tell it's like the '90s because of the pouches.
Oh yeah, no. There's
Yeah,
also
everybody's got to have pouches.
everyone has
Like leg pouches. Like I have leg pouches that have 20 pouches on the thigh.
You get a pouch,
just
and you
so
get a pouch,
dumb
and
to look
you
at.
get a pouch.
It literally looks like they took like every
But
big
see,
character that was on right now
Like
that was
that
like edgy
looks
character.
actually like actually that looks kind of cool when you just kind of focus less on the pouches and stuff.
So you've
on
never
the,
seen
on the,
the-
the hips.
You've never seen those books? I never bought them. I had when I think I was living in South.
I
forget
never
where
bought
was
them, but you know what though? I remember the toy. I like seeing the
Yeah.
toy and stuff. As a kid. But
Luckily,
you know,
when we were growing up, we had neighborhood friends who had books. And,
I only read the comics as a kid that like my cousin's friend had.
yeah, that's what I was gonna
That
say.
he
And,
let me read so they could go smoke cigarettes.
oh well, we didn't do that.
Oh,
We were
I
hella
mean,
corny and we just played video games and read comics.
well,
That's all we did.
Like my cousin was like in charge of babysitting me, and his friends like, "Hey, let's go hang out and do things. You should leave him." I can't. Here, read some of my comics, kid.
Comics to read, yeah.
So when I lived in South Carolina, what was cool around the block, we had a bunch of dudes who were Navy brats as well, and
Yeah.
we all had a couple books that you always had your collection that you never let anyone touch, or you would buy doubles and you wouldn't read one of them. But then we also
Right.
had the books that your friends would read. But we had a pass around with when X Factor was who was doing X Factor in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s.
X Factor? X Factor didn't come out until the
No. I mean the
80s.
issue numbers 50s, 60s, and 70s.
Oh. Was it
Right
Quesada?
before Cable or right when Cable was coming out, or
Joe
Deadpool.
Quesada,
I mean,
I think that
Was it
sounds
Quesada?
about the
Yeah.
time.
bro, we
Might
were
have
past
been.
the hologram issues were coming out.
Yeah,
passing
okay,
them
yeah.
around,
Oh, the
dude.
Fatal Attractions with
Yeah.
the cards on them. Yeah, dude, I still have all those.
Mm-hmm.
I still have all those.
And
Yeah,
then
those were fun.
Jim Lee went and did X-Men. Bro, I remember it all.
Oh yeah, those were fucking great, dude. That was the heyday, like the original Extinction Agenda, and then a little later Executioner's Song.
Yes,
Extinction
Executioner
Agenda
song.
is still one of my favorites, though.
That one
Like on
and
Genosha.
that one and Muir Island Saga.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because
Is Proteus?
well,
Is that what you're talking about?
the Shadow King, it was X Factor, X Force, Uncanny X-Men,
Oh,
X-Men. It's when Colossus, like the one where he's choking Professor X and his armor is gold from the fire. When
Yeah.
Shadow King is in his head. And Banshee and Siren, or not Siren, but Banshee's daughter. What's Banshee's daughter's
Yeah,
name?
Siren.
Yeah, Siren.
Yeah, Siren.
I love that fucking story, dude.
Nice. Did you ever watch Legion on FX?
Yes, absolutely.
I need to catch
I-
up, man. I watched the first season, loved it. I think
First
I
season's
watched the
fucking
second
great.
season,
Bro,
or I started the second season.
I want to be omnipotent.
My wife at the time was not a fan of it, so I didn't get a chance to.
Oh my god. It's so visually amazing.
Oh no, it's an incredible show.
Excalibur. Oh my god, yes.
I honestly felt that Legion was one of the strongest superhero shows while it was going on.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
he's
it was
a
good.
villain. I always thought
You know,
so. I
it's-
love Legion. Legion's in the Muir Island Saga. Have you
Yep.
did you ever get into that Gambit, the Muir Island Saga? It's a huge saga through Savar. Why is that such a tough name to say? Org. Let's call him Org. Excalibur and
That's an L. Silvar.
what's the? I have a lisp.
Fuck you. The fuck you do.
It's I totally. I have this pop screen, so I think it might be helping it. But Excalibur.
pop screen is good.
Who was
Yeah.
doing the art in Excalibur at that time? I got to Google that.
When they did the Age of Apocalypse.
Like when Captain Britain's like walking through the rubble. Oh my god, I love that issue.
Right?
Y'all should get them books, man. The new Excalibur is absolutely and utterly horrific.
Dude, a lot of the new X-Men books have, I had high
No
hopes.
way. Brings me great shame, but also kind of makes me laugh. Is Teeny Howard's not that far from me.
What?
Teeny Howard, the writer of the Excalibur book currently, like she goes to the comic shop that I go to about every once a month.
If it makes you feel any better, I like Tom King frequents the store that I used to go to all the time.
Ugh, God, I can't stand his fucking garbage.
Oh man, I am so livid. Like it was bad. Okay, so there's bad enough what he did with fucking Batman in his run, but now he's doing his Batman Catwoman thing, and it's supposed to be bringing.
I know.
It's supposed to be
the
bringing.
post the fucking one issue.
they're yeah, but it's supposed to be bringing Phantasm. It's supposed to be bringing Andrea Beaumont into canon, and I'm just like,
Really?
I fucking hate you. I hate you so much because I've been
Why did they let
literally
jackknob
since
do
I was a
that?
kid. I was like, this is Andrea should be Batman canon. She's one of the best characters that I've seen in anything Batman.
Wait, who?
Yeah, but
Andrea Beaumont, Mask of the Phantasm.
Okay.
Oh.
Yep. Okay. Now that makes sense. Yep. Okay. It's been a
Like,
while since I've seen that movie.
Like literally one of my favorite Batman villains of all time, and she's not
fantastic.
canon. And Tom King is bringing her into canon, but like from what I understand, based off of the EVS video that came out, is effectively she shows up in the issue for like 2 seconds to talk to Bruce, and is like a whole thing to cement that Alfred's dead for the up-tillionth time.
Thanks
in
for
Tom
that
King's
timing.
writing.
That's totally what we needed.
I feel like
And,
Alfred has died more than Jason Todd.
Yeah,
I mean,
probably.
Alfred just died recently.
Yeah,
Thanks to-
Tom King killed him off, and so that's the whole thing. Is that it's just retreading that, like establishing that he is dead, and like she shows up and is like, oh well, everything's neat. Like how does that work? Or like it is trying to say that that's Alfred's doing, and Bruce is just like, actually, he's dead. I'm sad. Ugh, I fucking hate Tom King.
I think everybody
I
does.
don't- Yeah,
I think that
you know what though? I will say like, so Tom King early on when he was co-writing was pretty good. Like on Nightwing when he was co-writing, and just kind of first getting in. Yeah, but you know, obviously he was co-writing and you know he wasn't completely in charge. And I will say his Omega Man was decent. Vision was a really great comic, and unfortunately, he's been writing the Vision comic ever since.
Well, and that was
okay,
that
so
was
you
the
got that
thing
taste
that
of success.
he
and now
actually
he's
did
wanted-
a solid Superman book, Up in the Sky, was really good because it was effectively he was told like the main market for this is kids. Write just a basic Superman story. And that's what he did. It's just a standard Superman story. There's no attempt to try and deconstruct Superman or anything like that Tom King tries to do with everything else he fucking writes.
Can we construct things? Can we stop deconstructing things? I think that's part of the reason why everything fucking sucks now.
No, we
Seriously.
must deconstruct even more.
Well, they
Man,
like
fuck
to give
that noise.
they like to give you the corporate definition of what they're doing. Like, shut the fuck up. Just make it
We're
some
just going to
entertainment.
have synergy. It's going to be synergy.
Oh my god. I literally almost slapped somebody for saying that to me in real life once. Like
You know what had
like,
synergy and was
fucking
successful?
serious.
The animated X-Men show in the fucking comics. Like
Yeah.
Jim Lee Art on screen.
That's exactly it, man.
And then
And you had
it
people that
continued
were
on
excited about working on it.
of X-Men Evolution. Yeah, it was different, but the designs looked a lot like the Grant Morrison, where he was like, "I'm giving all the X-Men suits because you know they're a school or whatever."
Yeah, the
Except X-Men Evolution did have Wolverine in more of a classic Wolverine costume that I thought looked really good.
Yeah.
The orange and
Oh
black.
yeah, like I dig the orange.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all right. I mean, I wanted the X-Men animated series back. To be perfectly honest with you.
I mean, you take what you can get. At least it was a solid show.
It wasn't.
It was a
wasn't
really
as
good
bad as
show.
some other shit that I've seen. Yeah.
But I will say, it and even the '90s X-Men, they kind of fell off the wagon a bit when trying to do the whole apocalypse story. Like, it seemed like when they're like, "Let's do apocalypse story," and then they're like, "We don't really know what the fuck we're doing. It's kind of all going off the wheels are falling off. Apocalypse is gone, everybody.
Which story is this? You're talking about One Man's Worth?
Just like anytime Apocalypse is introduced in like the cartoon. Actually, you know what? Just anytime he's introduced outside of the comics.
Yeah.
It seems like they don't know what they're doing with him. Like live action movie, they didn't know what they were doing with Apocalypse. 90s X-Men show, they did the best with Apocalypse, but it did seem like they were kind of spinning wheels a little bit. And then Evolution is kind of how they ended the whole Apocalypse thing. And they're like, oh, we defeated Apocalypse for now, and he showed me the future of several different things. Well, this is the end of the show. We also really didn't know what we were doing with Apocalypse. Look at my hands.
Well, I think that we also have to realize that by the time that Evolution got to Apocalypse, they knew that they weren't going to be renewed. So, like, they literally used as I don't think that was a lack of not knowing what to do with Apocalypse so much as deciding that Apocalypse was a good character to end the show with, was having them take on Apocalypse and then showcase the kind of kind of stuff that would potentially happen in the future with going into doing things like Dark Phoenix is kind of alluded to in that montage you're talking about. And like stuff like that. But like they knew they weren't getting renewed. So I don't hold that against them as much, because like at the end of the day, it's just one of those things where, you know, you want to make sure that you get to a character like Apocalypse if you're doing an X-Men show, and they knew that they were at the end, so fuck it. And I thought
you know what though, I feel like that the same approach is what Earth's Mightiest Heroes did when because you know the creators were like everything would have led to a Galactus eventually, but they knew they weren't getting renewed, and there's like fuck all the storylines. Unfortunately, we're not gonna ever get to the sadder stuff. Just throw out Galactus.
Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes would have been Marvel's Justice League, and like because the first season was incredible. The second season was really solid until like the second half, after they knew that they weren't getting renewed, because I think it was who was it? It was Jeff Loeb or whoever was put in charge of Marvel TV at the time, was like, nope, we're gonna end this and create something that ties directly in that we can use to cross promote the movies. With Avengers Assemble, and Avengers Assemble was garbage.
Yeah. I like how they're like, no, Avengers Assemble is a sequel. It's like they had like one scene that was kind of like a flashback scene.
They had an episode where like that focuses on a Hawkeye that goes back to the Earth's Mightiest Heroes style for like 2 or 3 scenes, but it's just like, fuck you guys, no. Like, if you wanted to use Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, you should have just continued Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Because like they could have done something.
I really want because they were already hinting to Civil War with Maria Hill in like the second season. And like you said, the first half of that second season was amazing. Second half, you know, they were more or less like because there was a long hiatus in between the season. First half and second half, and that's when they knew they were getting canceled, and they were like, well. That's why like a few of the set episodes, they're like, that's already in the can, so we got to continue that, which unfortunately was like, here's a thread that would have been fucking amazing doing the Ragnarok, but we're just never going to be able to finish it, and now we're just kind of rushing to end it.
Yeah, no, and like,
it's always unfortunate.
It's so upset because like I guarantee you that they would have done like the full-on comic accurate Civil War. They like because they had brought in Bucky properly, they brought in everyone and was doing everything right. Wow. And it was going like the brilliant thing about how they handled Earth's Mightiest Heroes was even when they didn't stay 100% true to the source material, the artistic licenses they took stayed true to the spirit of source material.
Yeah.
and so it felt
That's
like
important.
the
You know
old
what? I would have loved if they continued us Mightiest Heroes, and much like how '90s Spider-Man branched out, and out of that you had like the X-Men,
Oh, they did
Fantastic
the
Four had a
crossovers.
show,
Yeah.
and Silver Surfer. Like you could have done like, all right, cool, and unfortunately they would decide to do Ultimate Spider-Man, which I'm like, you could have just done Spectacular or whatever.
Well, they did Ultimate Spider-Man because right after that, that's when Disney acquired Marvel. That's the whole reason why that Spectacular Spider-Man cartoon got shut
I
down.
know. But instead of doing Ultimate Spider-Man, even if they had it in Spectacular, right? Do it in the Earth's Mightiest Heroes art style, and very much like the '90s, have like the Avengers be the main front leading, and then you have the Spider-Man and X-Men also like in the Earth's Mightiest Heroes style.
Right.
Amazing connected universe show.
That was the plan, because like they actually initially the episode that they introduced Spider-Man in Earth's Mightiest Heroes, he's voiced by Drake Bell, who voices Spider-Man in the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon. Like the whole idea is that these characters would all exist in that universe, but the creative director of Marvel TV wanted it so that they could cross promote with the films and have a new starting point or some bullshit like that.
Was that Jeff Loeb?
I think so. I think it was Jeff Loeb. And I'm like Disney's done a lot of fucked up stuff, but like that wasn't actually on them. That was Jeff Loeb, because you have to remember that Disney TV was its own fucking entity that they made a lot of poor decisions that Disney had nothing to do with. I mean, they did fucking Inhumans, for crying out loud.
Oh, Marvel TV?
Yeah.
I tried to watch that Inhumans TV show, and I was excited about it. I fell asleep, dude. I fell asleep, and I never went back and tried to watch it again.
Which one is this one?
Inhumans.
It
was back when they were trying to make the Inhumans the new X-Men.
Yeah, the issue is, the Inhumans should be like, it would have been decent if they stuck with the plan of making it as a movie with like Vin Diesel as Black Bolt. I'm sure,
right?
Just because he can pull off the quiet character that has a presence, because like his time as Riddick. But you need that, but because you're essentially space X-Men. You're aliens constructed you. You're in a flying city above, like the Earth, more or less. That's invisible. You should have a city that looks kick-ass futuristic. Yeah,
right.
Like you have. Yeah, exactly. You should have a city that looks kick-ass futuristic and not like something that looks like PS2 pre-res.
Well, and that's the other thing is like, I don't even think that because the casting for that show is fantastic. Freaking Anson Mount, who was cast as Black Bolt, played Colin Bohan in Hell on Wheels, and Hell on Wheels is one of my favorite fucking shows of all time. And he totally could have played that Black Bolt. And in fact, Anson Mount, it kills me because Anson Mount was actually in the running to be considered back when they were doing the casting of Batman versus Superman. He was in the running to be considered to play Batman.
Wow.
And after I found that out, it was always my whole thing was like, if the CW ever got their shit together and brought Batman in on one of their shows, Anson Mount needs to be CW Batman.
That would be dope.
Because he would fucking crush it.
Honestly, the one person I wanted to be Batman, if they didn't go with Ben Affleck, was I don't even know his name, but the dude who played Dexter.
Oh,
I know who you're talking about.
Like I know he voiced
Michael C.
Batman,
Hall.
and I know
Gods
he
and
voiced
Monsters.
Batman and Gods and Monsters, and I think he did excellent.
That
plus
movie is
the
so
whole
underrated. I fucking love
It
that
is.
film.
So
Wait,
underrated.
what?
But Gods and Monsters, Justice League Gods and Monsters.
Okay.
It was a different take. It was a Bruce Tim original.
One of the last truly great DC animated features before the New 52 shit show.
Yeah, they gave Bruce Tim the ability to do whatever he wanted, and unfortunately, it did not go as successful because he did have a sequel plan. But it was Superman was Mexican, more or less. He was raised by Mexican immigrants, so he still believed like America is great, but he also had a slightly more jaded view on it. Batman was
the other big thing where he's Zod's son.
Yeah,
he's Zod's kid instead of Jor-El's.
Yeah,
and that was the huge big thing as well, is that he's Zod's son, and then you have like the Wonder Woman is actually a member of the New Gods, was Highfather's daughter.
Yeah.
So it's an Elseworld story.
Yeah.
Effectively, yeah.
Yeah, and like the Justice League is only the big three.
Oh, okay.
And Batman he's kind of like Morbius. He's like a scientific vampire.
Yeah. It's Kirk Langstrom, the guy that is in the main continuity is Man-Bat.
No shit. Huh. So that's Batman, and that's the Batman that Michael C. Hall voiced.
Yes.
Cool. Yep. And he did great as it. And honestly, I'm like, you look at Dexter. Like Dexter's very much like Batman. Like the police version of Dexter is that Bruce Wayne persona of friendly, people like him. Goes out on dates and stuff. And then nighttime, it's vigilante, except, Dexter, like, straight up was a killer. But, same sort of, like, task.
That theme song makes me...
I'm like, he would have just been fucking perfect.
Yeah?
I think that he would have done. I am excited for the Matt Reeves Batman film. I think that's going to be really good. I know that there are a lot of people that have their doubts, but Matt Reeves is a tremendous filmmaker, and then Pattinson has actually developed quite a bit as an actor. I've been really impressed with the last few things I've seen.
Yeah, I will say he has developed as an actor. Like City of Z wasn't the best movie, but he did good in it.
Have you seen Devil All the Time on Netflix? Yeah. Oh my god! His performance in that, I was like, oh man, I can say this.
And play a piece of shit. The design is pretty. I'm okay with the design. I have reservations mostly until I hear him speak, because for the life of me, I know I am completely in the minority, but I hated the Christian Nolan Batman because of Christian Bale.
The only Christian Bale Batman movie that, as a Batman fan, is watchable to me is Begins. Because even in Begins, the voice isn't really a voice; it's just him whispering. Like if you go back and you watch it, like it's not him putting on a voice really; it's just him whispering. Then Dark Knight's really where the Batman voice comes in. And it's like you sound like you're gargling marbles, dude. Stop.
You know what?
Do you have throat cancer?
Even then, I just didn't like.
What's wrong with you?
I didn't like how he was how he really portrayed Bruce, or I didn't like his Batman either. I was like, damn, all of your supporting characters and your villains are really holding this. You suck. You're the main character, and you suck.
That's why, again, the only one that's watchable is Begins, because it's actually him being Batman. It's him going around doing detective work. It's him going around doing all that stuff. But
I still like the one with Heath Ledger in it. I like his portrayal of the Joker.
But again,
Heath Ledger
You're going
I
ahead,
just-
Justin.
I dislike the third one. I'll just throw that out there. Like the third one with Bane.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't
Race
like
is
that movie.
legit.
That's
I'll
fucking
agree
boring.
with that.
Yeah. Anyway, what were you gonna say, Dutton?
No. Like, all right. So, when it came to the first one, I like the Scarecrow. And I like kind of like the beginning of like how he kind of became Batman. I did not like Ra's al Ghul. I thought that was completely dumb.
With
Of
Liam
like
Neeson-
Ra's al Ghul's like,
Liam Neeson.
I'm coming to Gotham, this city that really doesn't mean shit to me. I'm coming here anyways to fuck shit up. You're welcome. Like at the very end, I was like, that's a
His
dumb
motivation,
kind of.
Yeah.
I think that it
on.
would have been a lot better if they had made it that Raish came to Gotham because he was pissed. It wasn't directed at Gotham. It was directed at Bruce. If it had been more about like, this is your city, you burned down my house, I'm burning down your home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
And you know what,
eye
though?
for an eye retribution, I feel is far more Raish's style.
Yes.
I like it because like I liked everything else about that, but that I will agree the weakest part of Begins is that final act because it even has that fucking thing where Batman just goes like, I don't have like I'm not going to kill you, but that doesn't mean I have to save you. It's like, that's not Batman. Like if
Yeah.
you're going to make the entirety of this film kind of focused in the mantra of who Batman is as a character, he doesn't let anyone die. He saves everyone. I thought that was the most brilliant thing
Or at
about
least
Arkham.
does the best attempt of saving. Like he might not always be able to, but at least he reaches his
like-
hand and tries.
Like that's the genius of Arkham City. At the end of it, when the Joker is dying from everything, Batman tells him, "Is like, the real funny part about all of this is even with everything you've done, if you had just came to me, I still would have saved you." and that's the whole thing. I just. For me, I felt Begins really did a great job up until that last act. The last act is not the greatest. And a lot of that comes from, as we established, Ra's al Ghul's motives are dumb in the last act
Yeah.
and don't make sense.
Well,
And then-
it's always hard to stick the landing, you know?
And then B, the whole aspect of, I'm not going to kill you, but it doesn't mean I have to save. It's like, if you're going to be pushing Batman and you're trying to push the morality of the character and his no-kill code as the focus of your film, you cannot have that. Like, he needs to be like, yep, it doesn't matter that you're a piece of shit. I'm pulling you out of this train, and you're gonna get locked up.
He would have cold cocked Raish and then tied him up, gotten out of there, and he would have dropped him off to some authorities. With evidence
and
that would have
if Raish killed himself, that would have been another thing. Like if you wanted to just get rid of Raish and have it be that while Bruce is like mid saving him, Raish does a counter or something and allows himself to die.
Yeah.
Like, because then you still have Batman is performing the duties of Batman. He is doing everything within his power to save people. But again, like,
yeah. No, I agree. I don't like the Nolan Batman movies, like the universe, simply because there is no room for the fantastic. In that universe, it is so firmly grounded in reality that you wouldn't be able to have a Man-Bat. You wouldn't be able to have Clayface.
Right.
The only reason why Scarecrow works is because it's chemicals,
Drugs.
Yeah, exactly. Joker works because it's an unhinged person. But you wouldn't be able to have Man-Bat. Like the whole thing with Bane, they never explained why he's wearing that face apparatus. He
they
never
did.
had any super strength.
He can't breathe without it.
Oh, okay, yeah, because that's totally Bane.
He has like a
He's got
facial
asthma.
deformity I think it was he has a facial deformity, and then on top of that, when he took the beating to let Talia escape the prison,
Right.
I hate that I remember this. Like he got his ass kicked so hard that he couldn't breathe on his own. So it's effectively a respirator. So he's
right, because that's totally why Bane had that.
Right.
yeah.
It's
it's not
that's not Bane.
I mean, all I know is Tom Hardy went, "Oh, so that's the deep gargle Batman voice. Hold my beer. Watch this, Bane. Put on those subtitles, boys. You won't understand anything."
Well, I'll tell you a secret.
That was Tom Hardy's decision. I think that was more of Nolan.
I'll tell you a secret about that. Well, not a secret, but I don't know why I chose that word. I'll tell you a story.
Go for it.
My buddy Mal and I had got tickets to see an early screening of the second Batman with Bane in it, and they were showing us the scene with basically they were showing us the beginning of the film with the CIA officer in the airplane and it being taken over. His voice was so muffled and like you couldn't hear what he was saying at all during the screening. So that it was the most complained about thing during the screening that we went to. And so it was even worse before it was worse. So imagine how bad it was if they would have let that out and not change that shit.
Right.
Oh God.
Impossible. It was bad enough. He sounded like you guys watch Venture Brothers. You know, Dr. Henry Killinger. He sounds like you silly Billy.
Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous. I'm like, wait a minute. You know, I think he's much better as Eddie Brock than he is as Bane. To be perfectly honest. Yeah. What am I hearing in the background? What is that? Is that a dog?
Oh.
That was a
dog
Dutton's
drinking water.
Yeah, Dutton's dog
Okay.
drinking water.
That's what I thought. I was like, wait a minute, what?
Am I at work?
What's going on here? I hear animal sounds. I mean,
Yeah.
I got three cats of my own, so I mean, yeah. All right, we've been going for a couple hours now.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna call this stream. I appreciate everybody coming to hang out. This was a lot of fun, and I got some serious work done on old Lobo here.
Yeah, it looks good, dude.
Screen myself. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
I like that you used the Anarchy A for the Ragaboo.
Oh yeah, you know, just to jazz it up a little bit. I figure that's how our boy would roll. You know.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah, gonna go ahead and I'll finish this one up, and I've got like a handful of them that I still want to finish up while I'm doing various other commissions and stuff like that. So there will be more, always more, and also the book, which I'll have some info about that soon and stuff to share with everybody soon. But, all right, yeah, Dutton, where can people find you on the interwebs?
Okay. Well, on the interweb, you can find me on Twitter at Justin Dutton 18. You can Google me, I guess. I'm typically on Writing Prose on Sunday nights and on Forest Publishing on Friday nights. And I have a book on Indiegogo called On Stitch. There is not, I repeat, not an OnlyFans tier on that. But it is a dope comic of teddy bears protecting kids from nightmares. So you should go back that while you still can.
Absolutely.
Back to you.
All right. Jay Dalla, make
What's
them
going
holla.
on?
Tell us where we can find you, homie.
Hello, gentlemen. You can find me at JDollarSign on Twitter. And also, you can find me on my OnlyFans at Justin Dutton 18. I mean, excuse me. Yeah. I've been putting together a show, and hopefully it'll be completely podcast based. And I want to bring on guests and kick them off halfway in and bring on other guests. like you would see in a normal podcast show.
Right.
And that's about it.
The microphone sounds good, dude. The microphone sounds real good. Yeah. How far away is it from your face?
Well, for right now, it's actually pretty close because I don't have the camera on.
Right.
And I got a box under it. I want to get one of those cool arms like you guys got, or like you got.
Yeah, dude, they are very helpful. Believe me. If I'm going to start doing more streaming here in the studio, I may have to bring the arm from the library back in here. But yeah, Odin, tell people where they can find you and where they can find your book.
You can find me on Twitter at @ElysianFields_0. You can follow me on Facebook at Nine Realms Publishing, and then we are in demand on Indiegogo for Elysian Fields, The Pyramid Gambit. We have a original art sale going on right now where all of our original art pieces are 50% off. So be sure to check out that. That sale ends tomorrow's Monday, right? Yeah. So tomorrow it ends tomorrow. So I guess technically on Tuesday we'll put the prices back to normal. And then we just launched our first ever Kickstarter this past Friday. So we're trying to take down that market too.
Nice. Hell yeah. And obviously you can find me here on YouTube at Death Metal Hero. I'm also Death Metal Hero on Instagram and Twitter and all that fun social media shit that people get really hyperbolic about and whatnot. So I want to thank everybody for hanging out this evening on this chill stream. Tomorrow night, I've got a topic list with my buddy Jason. And we do something similar to this, just with more art from both me and Jason. And then next week, this time slot will be taken up by Writing Prose over on Red Valkyrie. So get hyped because the show's coming back and we're going to have fun with that. Anyway, so I'm going to close this one out. I appreciate everybody being here. And we will see ya.
I love you. I love you. I love you.